A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Chelsea vs West Ham United football match April 24th. In this Chelsea vs West Ham United preview, we'll discuss Christian Pulisic's crucial goal, Thomas Tuchel's late equalizer, and more.
We'll also look at the replay to see if Thomas Tuchel's late strike was enough to turn the Hammers apart. Despite Chelsea's incredible performance, the game will likely come down to a replay, and you should watch to find out what happened.
Christian Pulisic scores crucial goal for Chelsea. Despite the nervy start, Christian Pulisic scored a decisive goal in the 90th minute to send Chelsea to the FA Cup final.
The goal, which ended West Ham's dreadful home record, came despite Jorginho missing a penalty. A great cross by Marcos Alonso set up Pulisic, who slotted home from inside the area.
Christian Pulisic scored his first league goal since March 5, when Chelsea won 2-1 against Lille OSC in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 tie. While the goal came in a crucial situation, it was a long time coming for the youngster.
His lack of league goals has caused controversy for Chelsea in recent weeks, but Tuchel has been happy with his performance in the Premier League. Jose Mourinho has defended well this season.
His goal made it 3-1 to Chelsea, which is now 7th in the Premier League. West Ham, on the other hand, were weakened by a number of injuries to their defenders.
With the result, Thomas Tuchel was left to make changes to his side. Pulisic scored a crucial goal in the dying minutes, and Lukaku won a penalty in the second half.
The nervy part of the match is dominated by the final few minutes of the game. Pulisic had several bright moments, but his 90th-minute goal against West Ham United sealed the victory.
The Chelsea vs West Ham United football match April 24. Thomas Tuchel's late goal against Chelsea.
Despite the last-gasp win against West Ham, Thomas Tuchel appeared subdued on the touchline. Chelsea are in need of a killer instinct to survive in the Premier League this season.
Chelsea are unable to fight Manchester City or Liverpool because of a lack of ruthlessness. However, there is a silver lining. Tuchel's side can use his experience to improve his team.
It was a rare moment of discontent for the German coach, who rarely shows any irritation with players in media briefings. After leading the team to European and FIFA Club World Cup glory in his first season, he is now facing his first on-pitch crisis since taking over the club from Roman Abramovich.
However, the German insists the sale of Chelsea is not a distraction and is concentrating on getting the team back on track. 3-0 win over Arsenal was one of the highlights of the season for the Blues.
The second half was a nightmare for Tuchel and his side, who were trailing 3-1 at the halftime break. However, a late goal by Mason Mount and Ruben Loftus-Cheek saw Chelsea advance to their 16th FA Cup final, a win that will put them in the best position to win the competition.
Stamford Bridge comeback. A late goal by Christian Pulisic, who was substituted in the 76th minute, rescued a point for Chelsea in the Premier League clash against West Ham United.
The American had entered the match as part of a triple substitution in the 76th minute and converted a cross from Marcos Alonso, before finishing with his left foot into the bottom corner. A year ago, Chelsea were among the most unlikely teams in the Premier League.
They were 1 point away from relegation at the time of their last defeat at Southampton. The same season, they reached the League Cup final for the third time in a row, despite the fact that they had drawn relegation candidates Sunderland in the semi-finals.
However, they lost the match 3-2 on aggregate, and mounted police were positioned on the pitch. Later that evening, violence broke out in the streets.
Despite their high-profile status, Chelsea have been inconsistent in recent weeks, with a 1-0 loss to Arsenal last Wednesday. However, the chance to play David Moyes, who has never won at Chelsea, will surely boost Thomas Tuchel's morale.
West Ham, meanwhile, have only won once in their last 2 Premier League matches, and are currently in 6th position, 2 points above Manchester United. Replay.
In the replay of Chelsea vs West Ham, we will look at the first half and the early stages of the game. West Ham are settling into the game and are controlling possession.
Yarmolenko has a shot blocked, but Fabianski makes a good save to keep Chelsea in the match. After West Ham have been denied by Mendy twice, Chelsea look to be stepping up their game.
A quick attack from Chelsea could see them go in front and take the lead. West Ham were missing several key players and had to make do with a weakened starting lineup.
Antonio Rudiger and Mateo Kovacic were both out injured and fatigued, so Thomas Tuchel turned to the bench and opted for a more attacking approach. West Ham have been playing well under David Moyes this season, and they are only 6 points off the top four.
Their next game is against Eintracht Frankfurt in the Europa League semi-final. Late winner by Christian Pulisic sealed the victory for Chelsea.
The team had struggled to break down West Ham in the first half and were fortunate to have an extra man in the box. After failing to score in the first half, the Blues had a tense finish as West Ham were reduced to 10 men in the final minutes after Craig Dawson was sent off for a foul on Romelu Lukaku.
Highlights. In the Premier League clash on Sunday, West Ham United and Chelsea both went for a point, ending a run of 3 defeats at home in succession.
The Hammers made 6 changes to their starting 11 before kick-off, dropping Declan Rice, Mikhail Antonio, Jared Bowen, and Pablo Fornals to the bench. Also, Andreas Christensen was injured during warm-up and was replaced by Trevor Chalobah, who made his first appearance in 6 weeks.
In the first half, Chelsea have struggled to break down West Ham. Christian Pulisic scores a late winner after Fabianski saved a header from Javier Mascherano.
West Ham, meanwhile, go down to 10 men after Craig Dawson was sent off for a foul on Romelu Lukaku. But that's not the end of it for the Hammers.
After the break, the game was a far more even contest, with both teams playing well. West Ham's defense adjusted to a weakened Chelsea side and reacted well to a penalty from Jorginho.
After the penalty was awarded to Chelsea, the Hammers were unable to stop Alonso's cross. Ultimately, a late goal from United States international Christian Pulisic gave Chelsea the victory.
In the second half, the Hammers were forced to reshuffle their attacking line. Marcos Alonso dribbled a dangerous cross and Christian Pulisic fired home a powerful left-footed strike.
Meanwhile, West Ham's defensive line forced Chelsea to play with fewer options. To counter this, West Ham changed their attacking lineup by bringing in Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic.
Premier League clash. There's little doubt that Chelsea's performance in the last few weeks have been a roller coaster.
A scrappy FA Cup final win, a brave performance against Real Madrid, and a pile of speculation surrounding their ownership have contributed to the club's current situation. Regardless of what the future holds, Chelsea should be in the top 4, with West Ham on the periphery.
Here's a look at the key matchups between these two sides. Chelsea win 0-0. Christian Pulisic scored the only goal of the match in the 90th minute to secure the victory for the Blues.
Chelsea now sit on 65 points after 32 games, 5 points ahead of 4th-placed Arsenal, and with a match left to play, they have a game in hand. West Ham United. Despite Christian Pulisic's late winner, Chelsea struggled to break down West Ham in the first half.
Ultimately, the win moved Chelsea 5 points clear of Arsenal in the Premier League table and 4 points ahead of Manchester United in the Europa League. Chelsea, the Blues began the match with a 3-4-2 formation, with the German duo of Kai Havertz and Timo Werner coming on for the injured Declan Rice.
However, West Ham United only managed to attack in patches, with Said Benrahma and Andriy Yarmolenko both causing problems for the Blues. Although both players failed to find the net, the Blues ended the first half with 70% ball possession.